Going on, you guys? It's JP checking in on another video here. I'm going to be talking about 5 ways deleting social media apps changed my life. So, these 5 things are in no particular order of importance, but they definitely are 5 very important things that have changed since I deleted them off my phone. So, just to be clear, what I deleted was Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Or, I'm sorry, Telegram. And I deleted all those things because I felt as though I was scrolling on my phone all day and I wasn't able to focus.
And I decided to delete my Instagram because I just felt like I was so addicted to this kind of false version of my life that it was just taking over. I would be on set working, I'd come and sit in my chair and just scroll, 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 scroll. And it was becoming a problem. I was just obsessed with it, and I was obsessed to find out what people were saying and what they thought about me. So I decided to make an announcement, which unfortunately we have to do, and say that I'm taking a break from social media. And I try to position myself and say, like, I'm taking a break from social media because I feel like my mental health will benefit from it.
And I just wanted to re-lock in or re-energize myself to have that focus and not just lose all my energy scrolling all day. And we've all known that moment where you look up and you scrolled for 1 hour. You thought it was going to be 10 minutes, but it was 1 hour. It's because these apps are designed to addict you. They're designed to keep your attention on the app as long as it possibly can. And that is exactly why so many people have these issues and why they're so addicted. So, number one is improve mental health. So, first of all, I'm just a lot more present. I'm not spending so much time doom scrolling. Human interaction feels a lot more real, and I definitely have a lot more mental clarity. So, ever since I first deleted the apps, that was one of the first things I noticed was just mental clarity, just definitely expanded way much, way more. I started to become more present. I started to just enjoy the moment more. And I wasn't thinking about clips I saw on social media because I have a very active mind, and doctors diagnosed me with ADHD when I was a kid. So that was one of the things that I used to think was this massive crutch that I have ADHD, and that's why I'm so addicted and scrolling all day. A lot of you guys might think the same thing, but I was prescribed medication for it, and I was treated as if it was a real mental illness. And for me personally, I think deleting these apps was a huge step in the right direction towards getting rid of that distraction, towards being able to really train that ability to focus, and that mental clarity that allows you to not have this cloudy mind constantly thinking of random things that have nothing to do with your actual life.
What is that? I honestly am too fragile a person to have social media. I can't. My ego is too fragile.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
don't see
feel like
that.
you would get
it
like
is.
a
My
lot
ego.
of support.
I can't deal with it. I have so
It's
much.
probably smart though.
My brain is too fragile. I'm like a delicate flower.
I like the
I can only
self-awareness.
exist. I have enough anxiety.
You know what
honestly.
my tip is? Don't read the comments.
That would
like-
give me so much anxiety. I can't.
Well, you can't. There's no way you can win either way. Like like
I
it's
had
doing
Instagram once for 3 days, and I, when I started realizing that I'd spent 20 minutes looking at somebody's Instagram page who I will never, who was like worked for a friend of mine who had I'm like, now know you have a pit bull and 2 daughters and you live in like Burbank. I was like, what am I just wasted 17 minutes of time. I now feel like I should move to California, get this specific dog, and change my life in all these ways. I felt so bad, like I was missing out on this random person's life. I can't do this. I'm too fragile.
I
have
actually
so much
appreciate
anxiety
that.
about other things. I can't.
And that also goes into number two, which is increased self-esteem and self-love. So I just started to notice that I started to do more things that really benefited me. I started to basically look out for myself more, care about myself more, not be as insecure in myself as before. I used to feel sorry for myself and be seeking validation from others, trying to post stories, hoping that one girl sees it or that one person sees it. And that FOMO that you get when other people post stories and then you see it and then you start to think, oh man, you were enjoying your day, but then you saw this guy did this cool thing, and now you think you're a loser. That's very common on social media, and that's another big issue, which is its own separate topic. But you really want to make sure that you're being very aware of the media that you're consuming, because a lot of it could be making you feel worse about yourself. And once you free yourself of that burden, you start to feel a lot better. So number three would be increased productivity. So I would say I definitely learned how to focus a lot more. I started to train that ability to focus. I stopped task switching as much, which, if you look up what task switching is, and actually there's a book about it, I can show you guys. I just realized I had this book here. It's called Deep Work. And basically, he talks about this. And he actually recommends that we delete the apps off our phone. So when I first heard about this in this book, I thought that it would be a good idea, but I didn't think I could commit to it. And for a while after, I never did it. It wasn't until I just finally got fed up and I said, I have to retrain my ability to focus, that I did it, and it really worked. And so task switching is one of the most important concepts covered in this book. And basically, the author, Cal Newport, talks about how you want to be able to lock in on one task for extended periods of time. That's where your most productive work, um, and your most productive flow is generated from that. So definitely try it for that, guys, because it's good for that. So yeah, obviously you have more free time. And number four, I would say, is improved relationships. So definitely, I would say that I have deeper connections now. I'm more patient with people in general, and I would say human interaction feels real. So, in my opinion, my relationships have gotten a lot better because I've started to be more present with people. I've started to listen more. I've started to actually want to connect to people on a deeper level. And life is a lot about relationships. Life, a big part of what's important in life are the relationships that you develop and the relationships that we experience. So that's very important that you guys focus on that and really try to lock into that, because once you start to nourish your relationships, you get so much benefits. You feel so much better, and you start to feel like a human again. I know that's weird to say that, but these social media apps, it's not real social interaction. It's not what humans are meant to be doing, is scrolling on an app all day. And number five, and finally, I would say, is better sleep. So I definitely started to sleep a lot better. And here are the few reasons why I would say is no blue light. So every cell phone, or most of them, emit blue light. A lot of light bulbs as well emit blue light. And basically, it's a bright light that disrupts our circadian rhythm on the light spectrum. So you want to be either having no light or red light while you're getting ready to sleep. And having your phone screen in your face disrupts that circadian rhythm that you have, which releases the melatonin and helps you fall asleep. So bedtime is also a lot more relaxing. I'm not, thinking about some stupid clip that I saw right before I'm going to sleep, or something that I watched that made me angry or something like that. I'm in my bed, I'm relaxed, I'm present, and I feel a lot more better. I feel a lot better. And I would also say no more dopamine fiending as well. And this actually translates into every single one of these other four. Is I'm not just like a lab rat, scrolling, 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 and disrupting my own, peace of mind. When I'm trying to sleep, I want to be at a peace of mind, not trying to check everything every 5 minutes. So those are the five main things. If you guys have anything else you think, definitely add those in the comments. But appreciate you guys tuning in today, and let me know what you guys would like me to talk about next. See you guys in the next one.